Jai Shri Ram, welcome all of you all for our weekly Ramayana class. Every Wednesdays we are reading from the Valmiki Balkand and we have completed Sarga 23, chapter 23. Now we are in Sarga 24. So, request Damini Mataji to start reading.
Then at dawn, after performing their morning duties, the two destroyers of the enemies arrived at the bank of the river. With sage Vishwamitra ahead, the two boys followed him. All those great soul sages of that hermitage, who were observers of the strict vows, presented an auspicious board to sage Vishwamitra and spoke as follows.
These are actually now they are leaving from Kamashram. You remember, na, Kamashram, which we had discussed last session. And what was the specialty of Kamashram? क्या लीला हुआ था Kamashram में?
Narad Muni and Shivji
did tapasya and burnt off Kamdev, who had come to attract him. So that is why from that कहते हैं ना रमणीय स्थान था वो. It was a very beautiful place and वहाँ से अब निकले हैं. Now they are going to go to enter the Tatakavan. Okay, please continue.
Those sages said, "You please board this boat, keeping the king's sons ahead. Let there be auspiciousness on your part. Do not delay." Explanation. Those great sages blessed them by saying, "Let your path be auspicious," because they were heading in the direction of the forest where the demoness Tataka lived. They were excited at the thought that the demoness was going to be killed. Hence the sages said, "Do not waste time."
So the sages were eager. No, what are always the sages are eager. ये राक्षस लोग मर जाएं, दुष्ट मर जाएं, शांति. Because they are not able to do their tapasya, they are not able to do their penances. So they are being troubled. So that is the reason why all the sages were eager. That is why they are saying, Bhutkala viprayaya. Jaldi niklo, don't waste time. Delay mat karo, time na delay karo. Ma bhutkala viprayaya. And then further they are saying is, all auspicious unto you. What is it auspicious? Arishtam gacha. Oh, and Arishtam, auspiciousness. Why auspiciousness? अरे भाई इससे अच्छा काम और क्या हो सकता है? राक्षस को मार रहे हो. That is why they are blessing. Continue, Maharaj.
Sage Vishwamitra in return honored those sages by saying, "So be it." Then with those two boys, he crossed the river, which was heading towards the sea. On reaching the middle of the river, a certain gushing sound of water increased. As the sound of the water became distinctly stronger, the splendorous Lord Rama, along with his brother, decided to know more about it.
You know, gushing sound, you know, दो कुछ लग रहा है ऐसा जैसे पानी का कुछ टकराव हो रहा है. Some water is splashing. That is a very funny sound. And these two boys were inquisitive and they decided to know what it is.
On reaching the middle of the river, Lord Rama asked Sage Vishwamitra, the best of the sages, "What is this tumultuous splashing sound of water and where is it coming from?" The righteous soul sage Vishwamitra heard the curiosity-filled words of the Raghavas. Then he spoke the details of the strong sound of the water. "O Rama, tiger among men, the great Brahma created a lake from his mind on Mount Kailash. Hence, this lake is called Manas Lake, Manas Sarovar."
मानस सरोवर हम लोग बोलते हैं ना हम लोग मानस सरोवर जा रहे हैं मानस सरोवर जा रहे हैं. दिस इज अ लेक क्रिएटेड बाय ब्रह्मा. उनके मन से क्रिएट हुआ इसके लिए मानस सरोवर. Continue.
Sage Vishwamitra continued, "The river that flows from that lake surrounds Ayodhya. Since this sacred river originates from a lake Sara, it is called as Sarayu River. As River Ganga meets the Sarayu River, at its confluence, a tumultuous sound is heard by the collision of water. O Rama, please offer your respectful obeisance here with a concentrated mind."
So two rivers are clashing there. One is Ganga and one is Sarayu. And Sarayu का actual origin कहाँ से है? From Mansarovar. That is why when we go to Ayodhya, we always, you know, go to Saryu Ghat. It is compulsory. सरयू घाट में जाके उधर उस जल से एटलीस्ट कम से कम आचमन करके, बेस्ट इज टू टेक बाथ, बट ठीक है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द सिचुएशन, एटलीस्ट यू टेक आचमन and all, and then you go ahead. It's very important. Yeah.
Those two extremely virtuous boys, after paying obeisance to the two rivers, reached the southern bank. From there, they proceeded further with quick steps. Rama, the son of the best among the men from the Ikshvaku dynasty, on seeing a terrible looking uninhabited forest, asked sage Valmiki, the best of the sages. Lord Rama asked, "Oh, how come this forest, which is inaccessible, scattered with so many ferocious animals? There are so many swarms of crickets, and the vultures are crying terribly. There are various kinds of fierce birds making screeching and terrifying sounds. This horrible forest is also adorned with lions, tigers, wild boars, and elephants. This
Read one.
forest is
Read.
this forest is crowded with Dhava, Ashwakarna, Kakubher, Vilva, Tinduka, Patala, and Badri trees. Indeed, what is this terrible forest?
This is the lakshana or characteristic feature of going to a terrible place or an inauspicious place. Inauspicious places means where vultures are shouting, all these are shouting. Of late, I just saw a news. There is a hotel opened in, I think, Varanasi, if I'm not mistaken, where ghosts like dress. It's like you'll feel you are sitting in a ghost land, and even the waiters come like ghost and they offer you the food, and the food also looks, ghostly. So, I mean, it's a tragedy in Kali Yuga that people are, desiring to have such a ghostly food, but actually, acharyas say that these symptoms of these bad trees, or rather, the screeching sound, terrible screeching sound of birds and vultures, and of course the wild animals, that itself is very, very heartbreaking.
The splendid great sage Vishwamitra told Lord Rama, "Listen, my dear child of Kakuchta, I will tell you to whom this dreadful forest belongs. Earlier, there were two vast and prosperous cities called Malada and Kurusa. The two cities were very beautiful as though created by the Devatas. Dear Rama, earlier Indra, one with thousand eyes, was fully overcome by the sin of killing Vitrasura. Both the sin of killing a Brahmana and hunger fell upon him. The Devatas and the sages who were rich in austerities cleansed Indra of his sins. They bathed him fully with sacred waters from various water pots and freed him of all the sinful dirt. The Devatas left that sins and hunger which were washed from the body of Indra at this spot of the earth. After cleansing Indra, they all achieved great joy.
Okay.
Clean-
Now, here you'll have to understand two, three things before we go ahead. One is, why is Indra called one with thousand eyes? Sahasra Aksham is referred to as Sahasra Aksham. So why is he referred to as, Indra is referred to as one with thousand eyes? Puja Mataji, you'll have to mute those who are unmuted. Yeah. Tell me fast. You can unmute and speak. इंद्र को क्यों हजार आंखों वाला कहा? सहस्र अक्षर. कम ऑन बोलिए. नहीं नहीं, आंसर नहीं, आप पूरा बुक ढूंढ लो, नहीं मिलेगा. This is the best open book test I can take. In IIT, they give you open book test because they know the portion is so vast. If you study very nicely, then you will be able to identify in which chapter this question's answer is lying. Yes, Shashikala Mataji, बोलिए.
हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी।
हाँ.
ये प्रभु ये अहिल्या जी के हस्बैंड ने दिया था ना।
हाँ, अरे वाह, very good. Deserve a prize. None of the others could remember. Why is the video closed? Hmm.
उसे वो
Okay,
पूजा कर रहा हूँ।
okay, okay, okay.
टुडे फादर
So,
कांट डू ना, फॉर दैट
okay,
रीजन।
okay, no
हाँ,
problem.
या।
So, what happened was when Ahilya was enjoyed by Indra, both enjoyed, and then Indra was quietly leaving. At that time, that will come. This explanation will come further in Ahilya chapter. It will come. So he stops outside and he tells, "Okay, I'll leave before your husband comes." But sadly, Gautam Rishi arrives there, and Gautam Rishi immediately sees him and realizes what has happened. So immediately he first curses Indra that may your scrotals fall down on the earth and may you develop all over your body vaginal holes. So first he develops vaginal holes all over his body. And then they go to Ashwini Kumar. They are the physicians of the Devatas. They fix a goat's scrotal back to Indra, and then they convert these, he prays to uh, Lord Shiva, and finally these vajanas turn into eyes. That is why he is called as, referred to as Sahasrakshi. Please remember this. And secondly, then the Devatas purified him with sacred water and various rivers, and that dirty water that was collected and placed in one place. Yeah, continue, read that verse, Mataji, again, verse number 20.
The Devatas left that sins and hunger which were washed from the body of Indra at this spot of the earth. After cleansing Indra, they all achieved great joy.
The king has to be cleansed, no? So they cleansed him, and that they have put it over there. That is why that place is called as Malada. Mal डाल दिया ना, इसके लिए उस जगह का नाम है Malada. Yes, please read.
Cleansed of all the sins and hunger, and being purified, Indra became happy. He was also happy with this place for accepting all his sins. He gifted this place an excellent boon. Indra said, "These two places will be prosperous and will become famous all over the world. As they have accepted the sins of my body, they will be famous as Malada and Karusa." Sage Vishwamitra continued. The Devatas saw that intelligent Indra, the control of the demons, worshipped those two places and they praised Indra by saying, "Well done." Sage Vishwamitra further described the boon given by Indra to Rama, the destroyer of the enemies. These two cities of Malada and Karusa will be prosperous for a very long time. The inhabitants will live happily with a lot of wealth and good harvest. O blessed Rama, at some later time, a Yakshini who can change form at will and who possesses the power of 1,000 elephants is living there. Her name is Tataka, and she is the wife of that intelligent Sunda. She has a son named Maricha, who is a demon as powerful as Indra.
So please understand, this place was nice. There was no problem with the place. But who had inhabited this place? This deadly Rakshasi called Tataka. The history of Tataka will also come. Next chapter is the history of Tataka. That also we'll discuss today. How she became a Rakshasi, that itself is a very beautiful story. Yes, continue.
She has a huge head with a rounded arms and a large ugly face. This demonish Tataka has a huge body, and with her beautiful form, she is always terrifying the people who live here. O Raghava, these two cities of Malada and Karusa have been destroyed by this wicked Tataka. In this forest, Tataka stays just 1.5 yojana away from here, and she obstructs the path of those who enter the forest. So we should go there. Sage Vishwamitra further said, "Depending solely on the strength of your arms, kill this wicked Tataka, and this is my order. Do it and free this region from from that demoness."
Two important understandings you ought to take from this last verse. And he says, solely on the strength of your arms, kill the wicked Tataka. Now, what is the solely depending on the strength of your arms? It says that Lord only can kill her. So only solely based on his own strength. He need not depend on any of his so-called devatas to kill, because they have all failed. They have all failed. No one could kill that Rakshasi. Neither could those sages also kill her. So she is saying, Baba, Lord, you solely on your strength, मतलब आपके हिसाब से उसको मार देना. But then he is giving a warning. This is my order. Do it and free this region from that demoness, because he knows Lord is very, very compassionate. Lord is never having any type of anger or what do you say, unpleased feelings towards anyone. He doesn't have any dvesha. Those Gnostics who do not worship God, Lord has no problem. You are free. You may consider me God. You may not consider me God. I have no problem. You be happy. Even if you don't worship me, you don't consider me God, no problem. Because I am going to give you anyhow the law of karma के हिसाब से जो भी आपका बनता है वो मैं दे दूँ. You don't have to worry about. But Lord is very, very compassionate. भगवान को गुस्सा आता नहीं. He has how can God be triggered with anger? God को कभी गुस्सा आता नहीं. He is very, very compassionate, very, very loving. Order देना पड़ता है. Vishwamitra is giving order. But you have to kill. Why? Why is Lord so considerate? गुस्सा नहीं आता कब, और गुस्सा आएगा तो भी कब आएगा? हाँ बोलिए मत.
Prabhuji, maybe because she's a female.
She is a female. Okay, that is okay. But even Ravana, the day he could kill Ravana, he didn't kill him. He gave him ja ja tu ja, kal marenge. Which was more insulting for a Kshatriya. For that to a person like Ravana. बोलिए. बोलिए चंद्रकांत. Unmute and speak.
Yeah, Prabhuji, since we are all his children, so he doesn't have any difference. Like he loves everybody, like a parent. Even if he's a bad child, we love him. Like
so when you will like we're a bad child now, you are also a father. If a child doesn't behave properly, you also get angry.
but he's Lord, na. We are not
So
Lord.
he is also Lord, means he also wants us to improve, no?
He wants us to improve that. He has put
That's why he
in
sends a
jail.
guru. That's why he sends a guru to beat you. So how does actually Lord gets angry or gets into action?
When devotees are troubled.
Only when devotees are troubled, Lord becomes angry. जब तक हिरण्यकशिपु ने इतना अत्याचार किया, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ. Because all were pseudo devotees. But who was a true devotee? Prahlad Maharaj. So when Prahlad Maharaj was troubled and was about to be killed, that is the time when Lord came out as Nrsimhadev. On the pillar he said, आप जो पिलर में उंगली करो वो पिलर से मैं बाहर निकलूंगा. And he came and killed Hiranyakashipu. So always remember, that is why Lord has to be ordered by Vishwamitra. Just imagine, can you order Lord? भगवान आपको ये करना ही करना है. You can do only when you are having that deep attachment to God. So here, as a teacher, as a guru, he is ordering Ramchandraji, you will have to kill this. And of course, Ramchandraji is passionate towards all beings. And moreover, he is Maryada Purushottam. Why will he kill a female? But the irony is, in both Krishna Leela and Ram Leela. The first casualty is a woman. There first was Putana in Vrindavan, that is when you see Krishna Leela. And here the first casualty is Tatak. Till then there is no casualty, as if, I mean, there's no proper killing of Ramchandraji as Lord cleansing this world of all bad demons. Please continue.
Indeed, no one can enter this region. O Rama, please destroy this dreadful, intolerable Yakshini. I have told you all in detail about this forest and how this Yakshini has ruined everything completely. Still, she is
Yes.
not going away from this place.
She has ruined everything, but still she is not going away from this place. मतलब अभी और क्या जान लेगी मालूम नहीं, तो अभी भी यहीं पे है. Yes, Mataji, history of Tataka. Sarga 25.
Having heard the words of that sage who possessed immeasurable powers, Rama, the tiger among men, spoke these auspicious words. Explanation. The words Shubham Giram hold great significance. Whatever the Lord speaks is considered auspicious and holds relevance for all of us. As humans, we often speak in excess, mostly concerning general matters, or we gossip. However, when the Lord speaks, his words are always filled with advice and guidance for everyone. The teachings of Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita are regarded as highly as auspicious as per our Vedic Shastra. The Lord's words have the power to uplift spiritually fallen human beings, ultimately leading them towards liberation. This is why it is advised that whenever we speak, it should be topics related to the Lord, which is known as Katha. On the contrary, our usual conversations revolve around personal achievements or problems, which are comparable to Vyatha, that is, meaningless talks. Such discussions will not help us break free from eternal bondage of birth and death.
See, why we are asking, why Acharyas ask us, speak about God, speak about holy things or from the Shastra, speak from Ramayana, Mahabharata and all. Because by default, we have got good liking to speak on what you call as Prajalpa or loose talks. अरे आपको मालूम है उसका क्या हुआ, इसका क्या हुआ, मार्केट में क्या लेटेस्ट आया है, what is the latest thing going on, what is the latest trend, fashion, this and that. We are busy talking. We have never tried to achieve anything tangible. And these talks will not achieve us from liberation from birth and death. They are only going to, we are wasting our time in criticizing others, which may lead to further karmic reactions, bad karmic reactions. Whereas Lord spoke, what is the word which is mentioned here? Pratyuvacha Shubham Giram. What is that word? Shubham Giram? Auspicious words. Pratyuvacha means replied with auspicious words. Means what? Whatever the Lord speaks has got more depth and understanding. Whole Bhagavad Gita spoken by God. Mahabharata में जब भगवान बोले, it had in-depth meaning and understanding. So that is why Valmiki ji writes this specifically. That's why this Adi Kavya, this Valmiki's Ramayan, if you see, it's so beautifully written, so beautifully composed, that each word has its own significance. Unless until we don't decode it, the significance remains just a word in the. Please continue.
Lord Rama asked, O best of the sages, I have heard that a female yaksha generally has less prowess. Then how come a naturally weak female possesses the strength of 1,000 elephants? Sage Vishwamitra heard the
In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks questions to Krishna, the all-knowing Krishna. And what is the purpose of Arjuna asking? It is not only for himself, it is meant for all of us. Here, Ramchandraji playing a human role, as if he knows nothing. So here he is asking Vishwamitra Muni, and Vishwamitra Muni is explaining as if he knows everything. And actually, this conversation is to enlighten us to understand how this lady became such a powerful demoness. So we have to understand that.
Sage Vishwamitra heard the words of Raghava, one with immeasurable prowess. Delighting both Rama, the destroyer of enemies, and Lakshmana, Sage Vishwamitra spoke. Listen, that weak female, Yaksha, acquired great power by a boon that was granted to her. Once there was a powerful Yaksha named Suketu. He was good natured but was childless, so he performed great austerities. Being satisfied and happy with the austerities of that Yaksha, Grandsire Brahma gave him a gem like girl child, renowned by the name of Tataka. Vishwamitra continued. Grandsire Brahma gave the strength of 1,000 elephants to that girl child. But that highly renowned Brahma did not give a son to that Yaksha. This girl child grew up in a beauty and youth. Suketu then gave her in marriage to Sunda, the son of Jambha. After some time, Tataka gave birth to an invincible son named Maricha, who was cursed to become a demon.
So mind you, they
When
were all
Su-
yakshas. They were not demons by birth. Even Tataka was a yakshini. But so she was married to Sunda. But then the Maricha who was born was cursed to become a demon for his bad activities. Yes.
when Sunda was killed by that foremost sage Agastya, then Tataka, along with her son, wanted to attack the sage. In anger and desperation, Tataka rolled and rushed forward with her son to eat up the sage. Seeing her approaching, that godly sage first cursed her son Maricha to become a demon.
So it was a curse of the sage which made her and her son into a demon. See, this Maricha is a very important character. He is there in Aranyakanda also, where he comes as a golden deer and tries to and helps Ravana in kidnapping Sita Maya. So these characters are very important. The entire Ramayana, it's not just there in the Tataka one.
That extremely furious sage Agastya then cursed Tataka to become a man-eater. He further cursed her to immediately give up her beautiful form and become ugly, disfigured, and terrible looking. Incited by the curse, that very Tataka, maddened with anger, destroyed this auspicious place where sage Agastya lived. Therefore, O Rama, kill this wicked and extremely cruel demoness, the evil-powered Tataka, for the welfare of cows and Brahmanas.
Now you had a very important explanation. Please read this.
Killing of the demons was the very purpose of the Lord's incarnation. In the Bhagavad Gita 4.7, the Lord says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam
Manam srajamyaham.
srajamyaham. As and where there is degradation of religion and an increase in irreligious forces, I, the Supreme God, descend on this earth. As per the Shastra, Brahmanas and cows are the very basics of Dharma. Evil miscreants have always existed, but whenever their atrocities increase, the Lord kills those people. Hence, sage Vishwamitra tells Lord Rama to kill Tataka for the protection of cows and Brahmanas.
So again and again it is said, Go and Brahmana. That is, Go means Guy and Brahmana. They mean a lot for Lord. The Lord was kicked. Lord got kicked by Bhrigu Muni. Bhrigu Rishi, he came and kicked Lord Vishnu in his heart, his chest. And what did he say? Hey, your leg must have hurt. Wife got angry. He has kicked the place where I stay. Punish him? No. How can I punish Brahmana? I will take the curse of Brahmana. Again, Bhrigu Rishi's wife got killed saving the demons. Again, he cursed her that you will also do the same, you will also suffer the same pain. What? I am suffering by getting separated from my wife. Lord accepted it. Why is Lord again accepting anything, any curses or anything given by Brahmanas? Because Lord says, the Brahmanas are very, very dear to me. So कभी भी याद रखना, Brahman in the sense not just by birth, activities also. Birth तो होना ही चाहिए, but साथ में activity भी होनी चाहिए. And if that Brahmana is Brahmanical in his activity, devoted to the Lord and serving cows, such a person will get proper, they say, protection from the Supreme. Please continue.
Indeed, except you, O descendant of Raghu, no other man in the three worlds is capable of killing this cursed Tataka. O best among O best among men, the killing of such a woman is certainly not a wicked act. A prince like you must protect the welfare of the four orders of human society, that is Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras.
So here he is teaching him dharma, because he has a reason not to kill. Whenever someone advises, advice should be based on dharma. Dharma क्या बोलता है? One should never raise his hand towards women. It is said, Acharyas clearly say, in the Mahabharata it's clearly mentioned, the day Dushyasan put his hand on Draupadi's hair, that day itself the Kauravas were dead. It was just a matter of time. Tortured her, right? Pulled her by her hair, he pulled her to the Sabha. And that too when she was in a Rajaswara state. When she was during her periods, she was in a loin cloth, pulled her. And that itself declared, no, it was declared that day itself, the Kauravas are dead. Because women should never be ill-treated. Never you will see Ramchandraji ill-treating Kaikeyi also. Though she sent him into the forest, he never ill-treated her. However, here Ramchandraji may argue, my dear sir, Shastra is telling, rules are saying that we should never kill a woman. कभी भी एक औरत को नहीं मारना चाहिए. How can I kill? That is why here Vishwamitra is very specific and telling, oh best among men. So you are best among men as per the rules for men. Killing of such a woman is certainly not a wicked act. तो कभी भी याद रखना, किसी को अरे वो बेचारा है उसको नहीं मारा. स्पेशली आजकल है ना ये सोशल मीडिया में ट्रोलिंग एंड कमेंटिंग बहुत इजी हो जाता है. You please comment, but please refer to the rule book. Shastra and the law both have to be taken into consideration. The law of the land. So, oh best among men, killing of such a woman is certainly not a wicked act. A prince like you must protect the welfare of the four order of humans. The human society. मतलब क्या है भाई, ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य शूद्र चारों को इससे खतरा है, खा जाती है. She is a man eater. She has been cursed by Agastya Muni to become a man eater. So you will have to kill her. Don't be considerate. That's the reason why he's very specific on mentioning this word, that even if she is a woman, please kill her. Continue, Mataji.
Whether it is cruel or not cruel, sinful or faulty, for the sake of protection of the innocent citizens, you have to always perform your duty. Explanation. Killing is wrong, especially when it involves taking the lives of animals solely to satisfy our taste buds. Acharyas further explain how an elephant is revered and worshipped in temples. But if the same elephant becomes mad and uncontrollable and poses a threat by attacking people, then authorities may have to take the necessary action to subdue it or even kill it. Similarly, sage Vishwamitra advised Lord Rama to eliminate that wicked Tataka, even though she was a woman, and according to the scriptures, killing a woman is a condemned act.
Very, very important understanding. Here the example given is very, very clear and vivid and explains very clearly. First, let's read what Vishwamitra Muni is saying. whether it's cruel or not cruel, sinful or faulty. For the sake of protecting the innocent citizen, you have to always perform your duty. तुमको तुम्हारा कर्म करना ही पड़ेगा. कर्म क्या है? भगवान का कर्म क्या है? पवित्राणाय साधूनाम विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्. धर्म संस्थापनार्थ है संभवामि युगे युगे. दिस इज द कर्म ऑफ द लॉर्ड. ये भगवान को दिया हुआ कार्य है, ये उनको करना है, भक्तों को बचाना है. तो ही इज सेइंग इसमें क्रूअल है नहीं क्रूअल है, यू कांट डिबेट. व्हाई इज दिस लाइन सो स्पेसिफिक? If can anyone give me with an answer with relevance to Mahabharata? Let me see how many of you all can correlate. Huh.
Prabhuji, when Karna was without any weapons and he was removing the
Okay.
veil of the.
That is one example.
Yeah.
I think more important than that. Something which is more relevant with this today's situation or this verse in which we.
Prabhuji, Krishna saving Parikshit Maharaj in the womb.
No. That has nothing to do with this. What did Parikshit Maharaj do? Did he do any cruelty or any sinful activity? Nothing. Huh.
Prabhuji,
Huh.
in Kurukshetra, when Arjuna was telling that he will not fight at that.
Prabhuji, Bhishma Pitama didn't answer to the Sikhandi because she was a female.
No. She was a transgender. Shikandi was a transgender, not a female.
गुरु जी अभी सभा में मतलब भीष्म पितामह सब लोग धर्म के बारे में सोच रहे थे उस टाइम.
I think Ledda Mataji is going to be now crowned as the best student of the year. It's perfectly correct. What you said is 100% correct. Please understand, whenever when Draupadi was being disrobed, that time Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya, they were discussing rule book. क्या द्रौपदी को जुआ में लगा सकते हैं क्या? कोई व्यक्ति पत्नी को लगा सकते हैं क्या? कोई व्यक्ति अपने आप को हारने के बाद, because they had lost themselves, right? The Pandavas first lost themselves, the kingdom, and then themselves. Now can they put how can they put Draupadi to sing when they themselves have lost their right? So how can they put Draupadi on the dice, on the game of dice? So all this rule book was being discussed. Acha, if they have lost her, does she have any right to protect herself? So all these discussions, as per the Shastra, they were discussing what she should have done at that time, whether it is right or wrong, what is to be done, all later. First, they have to save the modesty of a woman. Woman should never be, her modesty should never be attacked. But these people were discussing. That is why here Vishwamitra is trying to give a very clear-cut understanding, whether it is cruel or not, sinful or faulty, for the sake of protection. धर्म का बचा. पहला धर्म क्या है? औरत को बचाओ. यहाँ पे धर्म क्या है? औरत ये दूसरे लोगों के लिए what is it? Danger है. She is fierce. She is bad. So you don't consider her as a woman or a man. वो सब rule book मत देखो. Just finish. You must perform your duty for the protection of innocent citizens. You have to perform your duty. So killing, right or wrong, is not the purpose. Whether it is killing is right or wrong, who will decide? Many people, if you remember an incident of Kasab, the terrorist Kasab who came to Mumbai and killed so many people, including policemen and innocent people and all, at PD station and some other places also. When he was hanged to death, he was declared to be killed. Many people oppose, no, 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 he should not be killed. This is bad. Who are we to comment when the judges themselves are given their decisions? We can't become judgmental on our feelings. We have to be judgmental on part of our duty. He has killed so many people, he needs to be killed. So यहाँ पे same way Vishwamitra is telling the thing, please kill him. Here the explanation gives a very good analogy of an elephant. मंदिर में हर रोज आप देखो, हर मंदिर में, बड़े मंदिर में हाथियों को लाके उसका परिक्रमा करते हैं. भगवान हाथी पे बैठ के he goes on a tour. Then elephants are respected also. Very people go in South India, you see elephants blessing you. Everything is fine. But the same elephant, if he becomes mad and starts rushing here and there and killing, hurting people and damaging shops and everything, what will you do? You will still fall at its feet, beg for forgiveness and pray for it. Pray that you become all right, the elephant will become all right. No, you will have to subdue it, and you have no other choice, either to give a tranquilizer or to shoot it down, as the case may be. So here, Vishwamitra is also, that's why Vishwamitra advises Rama to eliminate this wicked Tataka, even though she was a woman. And according to the scriptures, killing of woman is condemned. We will take two more verses and then we'll stop. Yeah.
This is the eternal duty of those entrusted with the burden of protecting the kingdom. O descendant of Kakutsva, kill this sinful Tataka. Indeed, righteousness is not there in her.
So, what is the criteria of killing someone? अगर वो व्यक्ति धर्मपरायण नहीं है और अधर्मिक कर्म कर रहा है, one may be Nastik, that is okay, no problem. But if his activities are not as per dharma and he is injuring others, creating problems to others, then that person needs to be punished. I'm not saying it has to be killed, but has to be punished according as per the law. Yes, one more verse.
It is said that Indra had also killed Manthara, the daughter of Virochana, when she desired to destroy the earth.
So it is said that Indra had also killed Manthara, the daughter of Virochana, and she was destroying the whole world. So tabhi he is giving a शास्त्रिक evidence to Ramchandra ji. देखो भाई, एक देवता ने भी मारा है, तो आप भी मार दो. Don't take consideration, because इतना सब करने के बाद भी आगे देखना, he'll be waiting. रामचंद्र जी इतना बोलने के बाद भी, when we will go to the chapter of the killing of Tataka, you will see that रामचंद्र जी will not kill her immediately, थोड़ा आराम से मारेंगे, थोड़ा देख के मारेंगे. So anyhow, so let's understand this, that what is so relevant about and so elaborately discussing about Tataka Vadh, the disrobing of Draupadi. You have to understand, these are all meant to teach us some acts of violence, some act of brutality may look externally, but they are actually for dharma. Initially, it may look brutal, it may look bad, it may look pinching, but no problem. It can be done very nicely if provided you are following dharma. धर्म को फॉलो करके जो व्यक्ति करेगा उसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Okay, with this I'd like to close today's